Hey guys, I got something, honestly, I got something real to talk about tonight. And I hope that I can articulate it well. It's my intention to articulate it well. And that is what it feels like to really, really love and support yourself. To have a healthy self-image. Because our self-image is less about what we look like. It's more about how we feel about ourselves, what I really think about myself. And honestly, after recent experiences, like I'm a badass, kind of a badass when it comes to management of my mind and my energy. And it's so fucking cocky. But the only way that I was even able to get there was by humbling the hell out of myself. Like, I'm serious. And the way that I got there was through genuinely not caring what other people think. And I don't mean that in a negative way. When someone has something really supportive and loving to share, that lights up my heart. I absolutely love that, you know. I have opened my heart a lot, and that was really hard work, you know. And that is what I'm proud of, is that I was willing to do those things and face those fears. All the things that I never had the courage to face before. Every limiting belief that really hurt my heart, like the limiting beliefs that people didn't like me, that, you know, that I was ugly, that I was, you know, too much for people or too little for people, for certain people, that I wasn't worthy of hanging out with people who I thought were fun and cool and who accepted me and loved me as I am. And that's not easy to do. And so if you're willing to do that, even a little bit, I have so much admiration for you and so much respect, because it is not easy. Being human is really hard, but learning to love yourself so much that you can be gentle and compassionate and actually 100% forgiving. And I don't know if I'm 100%, but I'm a lot more forgiving and compassionate and gentle with myself than ever before. Because it's not about being superior or inferior to anyone. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. But if you want to manage your mind, I want you to know that it's possible. Because I'm not even saying I do a perfect job at it. But I'm happy and I love myself for who I am for the first time ever. And it's possible to do that. So I want to share as descriptively as I can the types of things that I talk about with myself, that I say to myself, that I put my attention on, and be as honest as I can and open as I can with that, so that maybe if this does interest you at all, there will be something you can relate to. And that's something you can try and put more attention on, more focus on, and start to positively wire your brain so that you really love yourself. Because you deserve that. Because you're a beautiful, perfect creator being who deserves to know that, you know? And even if you don't believe that, know that you're just connected to everything. Everything is energy. Everything's part of the unified quantum field. We're all one, we're all source. We all come from the same source. And we're all on an eternal journey. And you don't need a bunch of belief systems, although it's okay if you do. You don't need to label everything or anything. You don't have to. You just have to know that you're worthy of really loving yourself, of letting your higher self show you how much it loves you. And what is your higher self? It's bigger than our mind, that's for sure. It's the best version of us that already exists. Because in eternity, there's only one moment. Time is ultimately an illusion. And I mean that for real. Like, it exists as an experience, but it doesn't really exist in eternity. There's just the eternal now. That's just a truth that we really need to accept. That's real and has real impact on us, because that means that our best self exists right now in this moment, and that you are connected to it directly through your heart a lot, through your crown a lot. And you can communicate with it. And you can ask it to guide you to becoming your best self. That's the I am presence. In the Bible, God's name is said only once, or God only gives its name only once. And it just says, I am. I am that I am. I am what I am. I am beingness. Whenever you say I am, you're invoking the name of Source, of all that is, the only thing there is. God, it doesn't matter what you call it. There's just the one thing, and it loves unconditionally, and it just wants you to be able to create and experience whatever you want to. It is that loving of a universe. The truth of us being energy, and not even just being energy, but we're consciousness. We're consciousness who has energy. And that's what life is. And so you do get to create. And you get to create a beautiful human experience. Whatever you want that's possible for humans, you can do it. If you can imagine it, you can do it. It is that true. It is. And when you really love yourself enough to learn this, to have faith in this, to have faith in yourself for the first time, because that's exactly what it is. Your future self, your past self, your present self, they're all the same self in the same moment. So who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? You could be anything you want to be, literally. Literally. Whatever dream you ever had that you gave up on, whatever new dream you can create, it can exist. You just have to learn to love yourself first. Genuinely love yourself. Stop looking for outcomes. Manage your mind. It doesn't mean don't think about a possible outcome. If you do, make sure it's positive. And allow whatever is to be created, because as long as you feel good, your higher self will bring you things 10 times better than you could have imagined. You just have to allow it. Stop getting so bent out of shape when something doesn't go your way. Don't let external circumstances change your state of being anymore. They don't deserve to. They never did. We just didn't know how to be human. We didn't know how to manage our minds. If we learn to do that, it changes. We change. And we break free from that programming. Because that's really what we're breaking free from, is the conditioning, the programming, the trauma. The way of thinking that got us to where we are, to where our minds are unmanaged, to where we make decisions out of emotions and thoughts, rather than consciously choosing what we want to experience in our lives. We deserve a say over our well-being. We have power over our well-being. But we have to claim it. We have to claim it. We have to believe it's possible for ourselves. But if you can imagine a mind that is actually supportive and believes things like, you're amazing, you're so fucking awesome, I am fucking awesome, I'm a badass who fucking learned to manage his mind. I'm a badass who doesn't let emotions and thoughts control me most of the time. Sometimes, yes, because I'm still working on it. But I know, but there are times when I just know and feel so good about life. And I'm working on trying to make that an all the time thing because I get to be me, because I love myself so much. I found so many reasons to love myself, and I started small because at first the list was small. But I started to look for other reasons why I loved myself, and I stopped putting my focus on all these negative things, all these things that stopped making me feel good, because our state of being is our emotional state of being. And our emotions are based on a vibration, a frequency range. And if we manage our perception, our power is our perception and where we put our focus. If we put our focus on things that we love, that light up our hearts, we start to reprogram the subconscious mind. We start to change our energy. And then our frequency expands and our vibration raises. And if we do that consistently, it won't be all the time at first, but if we do it consistently, if we work on managing the mind and managing our state of being by directing our focus on the things that we at least enjoy moderately, we can retrain our minds to stop being so negative. We can retrain our frequencies to be more expanded, for our vibration to be higher generally. And we can enjoy it. And it's not about not experiencing all the emotions or the ups and downs. You still will. It's just about having a positive state of mind, enduring through all of it. Because ultimately our fears and the negative thoughts about ourselves or our situations or others, our judgments, they never help. Ever. Like never, ever. Not even one time does our judgment help anything. And we just think it's justified because we're angry. Well, maybe we're giving that too much power. It doesn't mean never be angry. It just means don't be angry all the fucking time. And realize that there is a time for being angry and a time for not being angry. So when you are angry, this too shall pass. And you do not have to become your thoughts and emotions. You can just observe them as best you can. And if you need to take action, do something positive. If you're angry, run. If you need to cry, take a drive, listen to some sad music. Do anything that allows you to actually grieve, to actually let it go. Don't just say, oh, I'm just sad, and never do anything about it. Find time to cry. Find time to move that energy. Because when we cry, we actually release the chemicals that are creating those things. It's a release system. And if we're feeling it and we're putting our energy into those tears, we're releasing our emotion into those tears and letting them go. It's legitimately a scientific process that is happening. We're just not looking for that. We don't realize we've lost connection with our bodies. We've forgotten how to use them. That they're intelligently designed to make things easy for us. But we have come to a worldview where everything is very fucking hard all the time. But it's because we've hardened the layers around our hearts. If we actually open them, open the heart, soften up, lighten up, legitimately, not as a joke, not as a tease, like legitimately, life's not so serious. Feel what you need to feel and let it go as many times as you need to. Make mistakes. Fuck some shit up in a positive way. A way where you're letting things go. A way where you're not judging yourself so much. A way where you are loving toward yourself. Compassionate. You deserve it. You fucking deserve it. So, I love you guys. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.